Read the disclaimer, 13 and up.
Hello everyone! Now let me ask you this, when you think of overrated Beyblades released in Beyblade Burst, what do you think of? I'm gonna stop you right there, because it's Brave Valkyrie.
I think Brave has the reputation as the most overrated Bey I've seen people talk about in Burst, and we're gonna explain why as we get into it. Let's go over the first mistake that people do. The first mistake is that people are thinking stock only, which if that is the case, we're not going to really talk about stock only at all. It is such a pointless topic of discussion whenever you refer to stock. There are so many releases in Beyblade Burst where the stock is just not good, but the Bey itself is actually good separately. That's why you gotta think of number 2, overall competitive, how it did. And people still get this wrong to this day. So what does this mean? This means you are analyzing the parts individually for the value. And when I tell you that Brave is not as crazy as people think it is, oh boy. Now, let's go over why. Whether it is Savior or Ultimate, both of the blades had more meta relevance than Brave with 2A or 2S. But why is that? First of all, the thing that hurts Brave a lot is its actual shape. This is something that Savior actually did fix. For starters, it is a lot more aggressive and offensive. If you compare this to something like Savior, the wing is far more extended than actually Brave is and has a lot more of an aggressive aggro shape. It's actually able to do a lot more KO attack. The other thing that people seem to overinflate is actually rubber on attack types. Now I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert right now. This is gonna really blow your mind, but rubber does not really matter on attack type stuff. The actual important part on an attack type is the literal shape. The next part is the actual rubber hardness idea. Now ideally, your rubber should always be hard whenever it's for attack. If you have soft rubber, you grip on the other Bey too much, and you could lose to recoil or hurt yourself in the process. That's why the best judgment in the best rubber stuff is always going to be the hardest rubber. It is the shape that carries it. You don't need the rubber really. So the rubber here in reality is not doing anything to actually carry it at all. The next part is 2A. It is a very thick blade, very round in its shape. Brave originally, when it was released for meta relevance, it was mostly used on 2A Extend Plus because of its rounded shape and stamina properties. The other combination that people like to use was Brave on 2A Destroy Dash. This is mostly because it is more stamina than it really is attack. Technically, I always view even Destroy as kind of more of a balance than it really is more of attack because it has properties of stamina and attack to it. But what most people think of Brave, they think of it with Evolution Dash, which I'm gonna show you in a second why that's not a good idea. And ideally for Brave to actually be good in performance for hard hitting this, you actually probably want 2S because of its shape works very well with Brave. That plastic there is good shape, offensive enough to go up against anything it's up against and win. But that's why I'm gonna show footage right here of Brave on like, let's say 2A on like Extreme Dash or whatever you're gonna see. And you're gonna see the contrast between that and other stuff. But let's do some matches just to demonstrate. Alright, now for our test dummy, we're going to have Tempest Solomon with a metal chip core, wheel, 1S, Extend Plus, TLDR, just stamina combination that people use quite a bit. And we're gonna show what happens when you try to flower with Brave and try to go up against this Tempest combo, what happens. It literally has nothing to do with power. Evolution Dash is not that good for actually kind of the traditional way you would try to execute attack. What most people realize with Evolution Dash is that you can't actually do anything with flower or anything like that. What people are probably thinking of when they think of this stock combination is probably how people are trying to launch it, which is launch flat. Now the issue with doing this is your entire goal when you're doing Evolution Dash now is to basically try to luck a KO. But your issue is that, one, you waste a lot of stamina, and you can self-KO pretty easily. So it's not even a sure way to get victory. In an attack versus an attack matchup, maybe you get lucky, but against real stuff, so we can try this a little bit flatter Evolution Dash from my Pro one to see if I can do it. So we're gonna try again. So now you can kind of understand a little bit more that most of this kind of hype on the Brave stock is really cope. That's all it really is. It's really just cope. That's the best way that I can put it. It can't really do it that great. It's a fun combination for epic battles, true, but overall, not really that crazy. Now, we're going to now show it off with Destroy Dash. We're gonna launch this again. And now we're gonna get Brave 2S Destroy Dash. Now the biggest difference is how hard the hits are with Brave. Because now that Brave is using something that has a better shape and it can focus more of its attacks on, it can manage to be slightly more effective. But even then, it's not too easy considering the competition here. That's why Brave kind of wasn't too relevant. Something like... So you want an example? You can try something like Hollow. I think I have like 1D Wheel Destroy Dash. Yeah, I'm going crazy with those hops, man. Mad hops. I think I should eventually win here. I think I OS. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, we're gonna try this again. So you can just see that Hollow is... First of all, Hollow has a way better shape than Brave, and it's a little bit more aggressive. I'm pretty sure how I viewed it, most of these things just did a lot better than Brave, or more consistent. Like, ideally, it was Brave with 2S that maybe could yield you some good results, but really, I think Hollow was the best attacker in sparking. 2S Destroy Dash. So the properties of 2S are very good because they both have stamina and an aggressive shape for attack. So to me, even though Hollow kind of hops a lot, for the most part, you should pretty much be doing pretty well. And it's not to say you can't win with Evolution Dash, it's just very inconsistent. Even stuff like Extreme Dash, I don't really trust too well unless it was like Rage. But that's kind of how the meta felt like for these sparking stuff. Alrighty. Come on, get her done. Come on. Kill it. Yeah, so Hollow does have like mad hops, man, but... Oh, there you go. See, those are like the hits you wish Brave could do. Look at that. Look at that beauty. I don't know if we win here. Might be a little bit rough. Ah, you love to see it. Alrighty, final thoughts. So I have to say again, I feel like Brave's value is heavily overinflated. If people are arguing stock, if it's like actual competitive, they are dead wrong. I don't even think Brave is that relevant as it was. It was only relevant for a limited amount of time, truly in the meta. But aside from that, that's going to be it for now. Make sure to check out our store, mallofbays.com. It is an optional way to support the channel. We recently restocked on some random boosters from Dynamite Battle and a lot of other stuff. Make sure to check it out. If you're trying to get any of the stuff from the past and you're trying to see what we have in our store, we have a lot of Burst stuff. It is an optional way to support the channel. I appreciate any support regardless. Subscribe for more. And that's going to be it for now. Thank you for watching. Make sure to check out our other videos and have an amazing day and bye.